Hello everybody, I'm here with the very first video of my channel, and I just wanted to show you guys what I have here and tell you a little bit about what the channel is about. As you can tell, these are carnival rides, carnival ride models, fair ride models, whatever you want to call them. But the unique thing about them is they are made out of 100% Knex. Knex are building toys. I'm pretty sure if you're watching the video, you know they are. But Knex are an alternative to Legos and Lincoln Logs and Tinker Toys and Erector sets and stuff like that. They're made of plastic and they're really fun to build with. Their slogan used to be, if you can imagine it, you can build it, and it's just about right. I have always loved carnivals, going to the fair, stuff like that, and I've always been really obsessed with how all of the carnival rides would just fold up into, onto truck trailers and stuff like that. Just always been really fascinated with that kind of thing, so I bought a lot of Knex and built my own fair here. Now, none of these rides came with instructions. They all came from imagination. Most of the Knex rides you see, like the sets, they come with instructions and stuff like that, but all of these came straight from the imagination, and I'll explain why. I'm going to be moving this camera around from ride to ride and showing you what they are and how they operate and stuff like that. So I want to get started here. I guess we can go ahead and start here with this ride. This one right here. Okay, this ride is called the Lupo plane. Some people call it the bullet. I've heard it called the hammer. I've heard it called all types of things. But if you can tell back here in the back, that's not just a support. That's a trailer, because this ride, as well as every other ride you see in here, will fold down onto a trailer, and a truck will move them to a different location, just like a real traveling carnival. You can see the tires down there for the trailer. I've got most of the tires off of the rides for their setup, but this is the Lupo plane. I'll move the camera back a little bit and show you what it does. Nothing really special about this one. It just kind of spins. Goes around and around. It's supposed to, these things right here are supposed to twist, but and that can be done. It's just the way I designed this ride, I was unable to make the actual things twist, but I may try to do that later to make it be more realistic, more like a real one. As you can see, it's starting to come to a stop. I'll go ahead and stop it. The next ride I want to move on to is this ride right here. This ride is called the Rocco plane. It is a lot of people get this ride mistaken for a Ferris wheel, but it's called the Rocco plane. It has cages that people sit in, and the cages will spin as the ride is going around. This one won't, unfortunately. The cages won't spin around, but it's okay for what I want. As you can see, it just You know, it spins around like that. And also, you can tell here that it also has a trailer to fold down. Alright, gonna move on to this ride right here. This ride is called the Paratrooper. It's a really fun ride. When you go to the fair, and if you like to ride rides, it's a fun ride. But same concept. It just spins. You know, and it will fold down. As you can see, the trailer in the back there. Let me show you here. That one. None of my rides are motorized. Well, actually, one of them is motorized, but I don't care too much for the motorized type rides. They just don't seem realistic. All right, gonna move on here to this ride. This ride is called the Octopus, and it actually, I'm going to show you something cool about this ride. It can be operated with a hand crank, and I've got another ride I've got two more rides that operate with hand cranks. I'm going to demonstrate for you right here. Actually, I'm going to have to move this fence out of the way, but it's a little unsturdy because it's off its trailer. It's one of the rides that actually comes off of a truck trailer and is put together. I don't know how to explain that, but that's the Octopus. Okay, I'm gonna move on to another ride that works with a hand crank. Okay, this ride right here is called the Hustler. Some people call it the Tempest, but it's actually called the Hustler. I'm going to get in front of the camera and show you how it operates because it has a hand crank. Okay. Here is the just lost my train of thought. This is the Hustler, and what is there's 4 tubs, and people sit in the tubs. It's kind of like a scrambler, but I'll show you how it operates. This is the hand crank right here. You just turn it, and the tubs just spin, you know, like that right there. Well, the actual tubs free spin while the these 2 arms on the main arm rotate. They rotate clockwise, but they can also rotate counterclockwise. Well, the main arm at the bottom is operating clockwise now, and now it's going counterclockwise. But that's a cool one. All right, moving along here. This is the Zipper. This is one of my favorite rides to ride at the fair. It's a real thriller, no doubt. It's a real thriller. It's not motorized. There's no hand crank or anything for this ride. It just it spins, but it gives an illusion. This ride is supposed to, the real one, the individual little cars here are supposed to rotate around the main arm here, but in order to do that for a zipper, a Knex zipper, I would have to build it on a much larger scale, and I didn't want to build one too big because it wouldn't look right with the rest of my rides here. But I'm gonna spin it for you and show you. Now it does kind of give an illusion that the cars are rotating around the boom, but they're actually not. And it'll also go in the opposite direction, of course. And as you can see in the back here, behind it, a trailer for it to fold down onto. Okay, moving along. This is, of course you know, this is the Ferris wheel. Nothing really special about it. It's usually the center, the main attraction of the fair. It's just a simple Ferris wheel. Free spins, no hand crank, no motor, or anything like that. But it also folds down onto a trailer. Okay, moving along, going to get over here to this ride right here. Okay, this ride is called the KMG Freakout. Well, KMG is the manufacturer, but it's called the Freakout. It's a really cool ride. It's another one of my favorite rides to ride at the fair. I'm gonna get up there and show you what it does. Maybe you can hear me, but this part right here will spin. People sit in these little chairs and they face each other, and this part spins while the main arm rocks back and forth. So it swings and spins at the same time. So that's another cool one. I've got to do some modifications to that ride because as you can see, it was a little bit wobbly there. But, all right, gonna move on to another cool ride that I love to ride at the fair. And it's right here. I'm gonna have to move this octopus back so I can get the camera in position, because I want to show you what this ride does. It's really cool. This ride is called the Kamikaze, or some fairs call it the Skymaster. Actually, the Skymaster is made by a different company than the Kamikaze, but they're basically the same ride. But I'll show you how it works. It has a hand crank on it, which is right there at the bottom between the wheels, the little orange thing. That's the hand crank, but I'll show you guys how it works. So I'm going to get over in front of the camera and demonstrate that one. It's a really, really fun ride at the fair. I ride it every time we go. Okay, and that's the Skymaster. I want to show you something cool about the Skymaster, the way I built it, the way I designed it. The gears in there, I'm not sure if you can see those, but they have you got the gears here and a shaft that runs all the way down to the bottom to another set of gears in there with another shaft that comes out here to the hand crank. So when you move the hand crank, the gears start to rotate, causing both arms on the ride to move in opposite directions. Okay, I'm gonna move on to this little ride here. It's nothing special. It's just the swings. It also folds. Forgot to mention the Kamikaze, or the Skymaster right there folds down too, but all these rides fold down. And I'm going to do a video of each individual ride being folded and not folded and unfolded, but well, yeah, I may do them folded and unfolded, I'm not sure yet, but because just like a real carnival, these rides actually take quite a while to fold down and everything. But sorry about that. Back to this ride. This is just a simple swing ride. This is the only one that I have that has a motor on it. It's right here, the motor. Just flip it down and it starts to spin. That. Okay, and I saved the last ride, or I saved the best for last because this is my favorite ride. It's been my all-time favorite ride ever since I was a kid. Some people call it the swinging ship, some people call it the pirate ship, but this actual model is called the Sea Dragon. Now, the Sea Dragon was made by Chance Rides, and I don't think they make the Sea Dragon anymore. They make another model called the Pharaoh's Fury, but I've always been partial to the Sea Dragon. Swinging ship, I love to get up there at the whenever I go to the fair, I love to sit right here because of course that's where you get the ultimate thrill when it's at it's highest swing. You're way up here and you get the feeling of weightlessness and everything like that with it's like a giant swing. It's a real fun ride. I can pull it back and let it free swing, but that's not what I would consider. I wouldn't consider that to be lifelike. For it to be lifelike, it would be more like something like this right here. And the Sea Dragon actually gets about this high before it goes back down. Okay. That's the Sea Dragon. Gonna move the octopus back into place real quick. So give me just a second. I'm gonna have to end up making the octopus a little bit smaller, because when I built this ride, I did not expect it to be this. Well, I didn't intend for it to be as big as it is, but it works, so that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna give you like I guess what you'd call like an aerial shot of what I have here. Like I said, 100% Knex. Their slogan says, if you can imagine it, you can build it. And as you can see here, it's true. Once again, before I sign off on the video, we have this, whoops, sorry about that. We have the swings, we have the Kamikaze or Skymaster, we have the Freak Out, the Sea Dragon, the Zipper, the Hustler, the Paratrooper, the Rockoplane, the Octopus, the Rolloplane, the Rockoplane. I think I mentioned the swings, and of course the main attraction, the Ferris wheel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, leave me a line below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I'm going to start, like I said earlier, I'm going to make videos showing how each ride folds down. So stay tuned for those. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, you guys take care and have a good day.